Sorry about that. So, according to www.theedadvocate.com, school spending is stagnant, even though our economy is improving. So our economy is getting fantastic, yet we still spend the exact same money on public education for children. This is something I don't agree with, because I now have kids that go to school and I want them to be the best that they can be. Same for any other child that's out there. I feel that schools need to do more for their students, because these are the people that are going to be running the world at some point in time. According to lumenlearning.com, dropout rates are a measurement of the proportion of students who drop out, that is, who leave the school for practical reasons, necessities, disillusionment with the system from which the individual in question leaves. According to their website, most dropout rates are in minorities, and the dropout rate for 2005 was about I had it written down. I'm trying to. It was somewhere around 8%. I can't find it now, but I had it written down on my deal. 8% doesn't seem like a lot, but I mean, that's a lot of kids that across the entire United States. That's a lot of children. I mean, you have so many million people that live in our country, and 8% of that is a pretty good bit. I feel that if schools would spend more on students, make it easier for them, and improve on their educational awareness, that kids wouldn't be as prone to dropping out. It would make school easier for them to learn. And I mean, most kids drop out because they're just not able to keep up with everybody else. According to AmericanProgress.org, over the past 2 decades, the number of students of color performing at grade level in reading and math has more than doubled in elementary and middle schools. Meanwhile, high school graduation rates are highest than they've ever been. 81% of the class of 2013 received their diploma within 4 years. That is looked at as a good thing. But then you think about the other 19% that was not able to get their diploma within 4 years. I mean, something happened to that 19%, and it doesn't specify what, but I mean, something had to have happened that either caused or prevented them from getting their diploma in time. Student education is the first step in having a successful life. You have to know how to do things. Even if you think you're not going to use those things ever again, you still need to know how to do them, because in order for you to get a good job, other than plant work or something, you need a college degree. So if we could just get our education system to develop a better way of doing classroom activities, teaching, everything, then maybe a majority of kids would go to college. They would have a good job. We'd have less homeless that are on the street. More people would be prone to going to college and not just looking for athletic scholarships all over the place. I mean, every kid is not just as smart as the next. There's developmental issues that people go through. There's learning disabilities that people go through. I mean, it happens, and there's nothing we can do about it. But we could try to make it better. Our schools, I live in Silsbee, Texas. Our school has a ton of money because our football team is fantastic. Our coaches get paid more than any other teacher at the school. I have a problem with that just for the simple fact of you get us state championships and we'll bump your pay. We'll bump it up higher and higher every state championship you get us. What about the other teachers that have been there for 30, 40 years and they still make less than $50,000 a year? I mean, that is crazy to me. We have a fantastic stadium, a fantastic school that cost millions of dollars to build that we didn't actually need. And I feel that most schools across the United States are that way. We blow money for no reasons whatsoever. We've got it, so we've got to be better than the school right down the road. We've got to be better than these people. We've got to be better than them. School spending should be in place for students, for children. If we could learn how to better manage our money and use that to either bump the pay for our teachers, that way they would enjoy teaching the kids more or be more motivated to teach the kids, they'd probably be more successful. We could use it to better adapt to the children in the classrooms. Our classrooms are incredibly large, and according to publishedschoolreview.com, most teachers agree that they cannot effectively teach every student in a classroom if the classroom size exceeds 30, yet most classrooms across the United States have 30 plus children in them. I mean, one person cannot handle all of those kids all at one time. It makes it more challenging for them. So all I'm asking is that people stand up behind the education system. Think about, yes, we want nice schools. We want nice things for our kids while they're at school. But think about if we honed in just on the education portion of the school. Your children could have a better life or potential at a better life. Most college people spend $2,000 to $2,500 per semester, yet if I'm a professor at a college, my kid gets free education. They get a full ride free of charge. Nothing out of my pocket whatsoever. I don't think that that is the right way to go about things. Everything has its perks and has to have its perks. I can understand giving a discount if your parent has been a professor for so many years. But I mean, all that money that is paying for someone's education when someone else couldn't get into school because they can't afford it. We just need to redirect how we look at education and how motivated we are to changing that and bettering our future, our kids' future, and our country's future. And if everyone else could just get behind that and just look at what your school's using its money to spend, maybe our kids would have a better shot at being successful in their lives. And that's all I'm asking. Thank you.